800-428-1570. That's 800-428-1570. Agents are standing by 24/7, so go ahead and call now. 800-428-1570.
Welcome, folks, to Fifth Street Sports on a beautiful Tuesday afternoon in Las Vegas, Nevada. We're on Sports Byline USA Radio Network, American Forces Network, iHeartRadio, YouTube, Facebook. We stream on both of those, and also Twitter. We have today Florida Rick and Oklahoma Brian, my two co-hosts. Well, guys, we had a great NBA night last night, but on the junior circuit, we got our ass handed to us, which is okay. I mean, NBA Rick, spot on. I hope Kaplan got a little bit off of Detroit. And Brian's back.
That was Kurt Morgan.
How about Brian's back? Brian, we were looking at we were studying the film on some of the times that you say you're in the library down there in that kind of like the thing. And we thought we saw a couple of little like flashing neon sites like those bars have during happy hour. So we're trying to think, there's so much cheating going on that Brian and I think maybe Brian's cheating on us.
Could be. It's possible.
What's going on with, I think we should bring this in the next segment because you guys got a ton on these great stories we have on this cheating thing, which I will lay up to you guys in the next round.
Sure. This will be fun. This is one of the better stories of the year.
Gosh, it's getting to a point, you guys. Don't you think it's getting to a point every time you hear things like this or the news? I think even if my mother was around today, we used to play poker. I don't think I would let her deal unless she cut the cards twice or something. It's getting to a point where, the next thing you know, like my little dog's tail's not going to wag when I get home. I don't understand what's happening.
I guess as they say, if you're not cheating, you're not trying.
I guess so, but you guys got a ton on this. I know we're going to have a great show. See, and one thing, before you guys get started and start hammering these, because you guys got the whole scoop on this, remember one thing. You know what school's going to come out of this the cleanest? UNLV, my friend. We don't cheat around here. We got...
if somebody tried to cheat their way into UNLV, that would be... that's worthy of like a documentary.
Yeah, UNLV is going to come out like Snow White in this whole deal. Guys, when we come back, Oklahoma Brian and Florida Rick got some great breaking news on all these scandals going on. We got to take a break. This is Fifth Street Sports. We're going to be back in 3 minutes.
The first weekend of the NCAA tournament is the greatest betting event of the year. Whether you like filling out a bracket, picking a national champion, predicting first-round upsets, or all of the above, MyBookie is the perfect home for your March Madness fun. They have something for everyone, even you, multiple bracket guy. MyBookie has been in business for years, and the best part is they pay out fast when you win. I'm talking 48 hours. Visit mybookie.ag and deposit with promo code COLLEGE for a 50% sign-up bonus. That's promo code COLLEGE. With MyBookie, you play, you win, you get paid.
I'm Nick Ebram. I like to have a nice smooth shave. I do have a goatee. I like to make sure the skin around it is nice and smooth. And when you're using one of those disposable razors, you never know what you're going to get. You don't get a great shave. I tell you, I have found the solution to my shaving issues with Harry's razors. Non-slip, comfortable handle. I think these are absolutely the best. Right now, you can get a $13 value trial set. Comes with everything you need for a close, comfortable shave, weighted ergonomic handle, a 5-blade razor with a lubricating strip, a rich lathering shave gel, a travel blade cover. You can get a $13 value trial set right now. Go to harrys.com/World Soccer. Go right now, harrys.com/World Soccer. Redeem your offer right now and let them know that I, Nick Ebers, sent you. harrys.com/World Soccer to go get your Harry's razors.
Want to fly somewhere? Looking for cheap flights or cheap tickets? Then call. That's right. Call the low-cost airline travel hotline now for prices so low we can't publish them anywhere. Low Cost Airlines has all kinds of cheap travel deals. Fly domestically and save up to 75%. You can even fly internationally and save even more. Yes, fly anywhere in the world and save a lot of money on your plane tickets. We'll even save you money with cheap travel deals on hotels, rental cars, even complete travel packages. So don't book your tickets until you call us first for the absolute cheapest prices on U.S. and international airline tickets and hotels. Call right now for prices so low they can't be published. Travel experts are here 24/7 to help. 800-754-4531. 800-754-4531. 800-754-4531. That's 800-754-4531.
Indeed knows finding the right hire takes time away from your business.
Hiring a qualified data engineer felt like a second job.
More job seekers use Indeed than any other site, so there's no better place to find someone with the skills you're looking for.
I needed someone with a master's in computer science and database experience.
Plus, Indeed screener questions help you find your shortlist fast.
Now I'm back to having just one job.
Get a $50 credit to give your first job posting premium placement at Indeed.com/credit. Terms, conditions, quality standards, and usage limits apply. Additional terms online.
Guys, we are back. This is Fifth Street Sports. We have Oklahoma Brian, Florida Rick, and myself, Frank Perez, on Sports Byline USA Radio Network, iHeartRadio, and American Forces. Well, you guys are going to get to swing away over here with all these scandals, cheating, parents, and everything. The only thing is don't touch my Rebels. We don't cheat around here.
No, so I've been reading this stuff for a couple hours. I have not seen any references to parents cheating to get their kids into UNLV so far.
Thank you.
And if that actually happens, that will be quite the story. But yeah, so they're calling this Operation Varsity Blues, and this is I know this is a serious story, so I'm sorry if we're not serious enough about this, because it did actually take probably a lot of kids that should have gotten into schools they deserve to from actually having a place in those schools. But this is one of the more hysterical stories of the year. This is a consulting business that specializes in helping kids get into elite schools, which is not new. That's been around for. I actually have a cousin who runs a similar business in California. Did and helped a lot of kids from the Bay Area get into Ivy League schools. There's a lot of legitimate businesses around the country that do things from help kids write their essay letter to coaching them on which extracurricular activities they should do, and basically just trying to help them craft the perfect resume for getting into college. Of course, there's always going to be that one guy who takes things a little bit further, kind of can't stop at the ethical line that most people would stop at, and goes over the line. And these guys went over that line and beyond. So among the things that they're, of course, this is just a indictment. Nobody's been found guilty, but among the things they're being accused of are helping get their prospective students, these candidates that are applying to schools, diagnosed with fake learning disabilities, so they can have more time to take the SAT or the ACT. And then they would, because they needed more time, they'd go take them with a proctor. Not in the normal session that you or I would take the SAT. Wouldn't you know, they had the proctors bought off also. So now we got talk about a home court advantage. They got the proctor bought off. But why stop there? Now that we got the proctor bought off, we might as well bring in ringers as test takers. So they'd have professional test takers that would come in and take the tests. And this guy's thought of everything. So that's actually, you figure you got a pretty good advantage at this point, but no, can't stop there. There's a phenomenon that exists at a lot of universities where there is a standard that the average student might need to gain admission to the university. And then there's maybe a little bit lesser standard if you're a athlete that's being recruited to the university. And what these guys did was they found dirty coaches that were willing to put a recruit label on these kids' application and kind of con the admissions office into thinking that these kids were potential athletes that were being recruited to the school. And it's hard to tell the story without laughing, but a lot of these kids weren't exactly athletes. So what they would do is they would Photoshop the kids' heads on top of like legitimate athletes, or dress them up and like use like Photoshop techniques. So you'd have, these kids like slam dunking and hitting home runs with their pictures on the and it worked. These kids would get into school, and then once they were in school, they would have a mysterious injury. They couldn't play for whatever team it is. But now they've gained admission into the school, and the amount that the parents were charged was in the hundreds of thousands. And these coaches would take, they would ultimately get $100,000 bribes. And you can probably talk about the schools. I mean, really, really good schools. The Yale soccer coach was in on it, so kids were getting into Yale. The supposedly the sailing coach at Stanford was in on it. Georgetown, University of Texas tennis coach. Some really good schools. But I gotta tell you, the funniest one actually took place right there in Vegas. There's a gambling executive that works for the Wynn Corporation. He paid $300,000, conspired with the women's basketball coach at USC to get his daughter admitted to USC.
USC's not
Which,
even that tough.
That's the whole point.
Yeah.
That's the whole point.
Yeah.
I kind of thought that was the whole concept of USC is you pay the tuition. Like it's kind of like anyone can show up. It's like
It's like going to the forum shops. Just pay retail at the mall, but you can buy stuff.
Yeah, it would be like if someone told you could walk into shoplift anything you wanted in the store, and like you walked out with like a pocket full of dirt. Like that's, if you're going to spend $300,000 to con your kid into any school you want, wouldn't you think you would get them into an Ivy League school? Or USC, what the hell's going on with that?
Yeah, $300,000 for that. That's unbelievable.
At least UCLA,
now,
one of those schools, but USC, that's.
Don't you think when these guys were photoshopping that, don't you think it would have triggered you when like Song Hwa Kim, Hee Kim, all of a sudden he's like they bring him in as a power forward in NHL hockey? Come on, I mean the kid's got like a hockey uniform and his Wee Kim is his last name, weighs 104 pounds. You gotta think there's something happening in the woodpile, right?
You would think, and we're just now starting to kind of get into this. There's going to be a lot bigger names that come out in the. So I guess there was two big. Rick, who are the actresses? There's two fairly well-known actresses.
Well, I guess three. Yeah, well, it's Felicity Huffman, who I guess was on that show, that Desperate Housewives back in the day, and Lori Loughlin, who was on Full House. And Felicity Huffman's actually married to William H. Macy, but William H. Macy wasn't charged. This is all Felicity Huffman, who's the one who's facing the felony counts. I guess she's the one who filled out all the paperwork and worked with the companies.
Probably because guys are lazy. I could see that in my house. My wife's always nagging me to pay the utility bill or pay the cable bill, and I always slack off on it. So she ends up writing the checks. Probably William H. Macy was probably told to, pay the bribe for weeks and didn't do it. And wife, we know women end up doing all the work around the house, so she gets indicted. I've never heard of it. What's the other one? Lori
Loughlin. She was on Full House.
Mm-hmm.
She was another. I think she was in soap operas before. So if you saw her face, you'd know who she is.
But they thought it was okay for this, huh? Just to be able to cheat certain kids out of a spot and just buy their kids when they didn't even deserve it. Just buy them in and they could sleep at night, no problem.
Yeah, I'm sure they weren't thinking about the kids that they were cheating out of it, but yeah, that is an unfortunate dimension of this. It's really interesting. Some of the coaches just pocketed the money. Some of the coaches actually just redistributed the money back into their program. So, if you were coaching, say, the tennis team, it's possible you just took the bribe money and just put it into the general account of the tennis program. And sometimes a lot of it was a combination.
That's I would make that one a misdemeanor. You know what I mean? If you bought rackets and better courts and all that.
Yeah. I mean, I know with my kids, we're always stuck with trying to sell stupid raffle tickets or car washes. Imagine if we could just engage in a large scale bribery. Here's the fundraiser for the year. Okay.
Yeah, I still have original Girl Scout cookies from 1988. I'm saving them. Maybe one day they'll be worth something. I haven't even opened the boxes. But guys, when we come back, we're going to get into some more really interesting things. Fifth Street Sports. We got to take just a small time out.
Do you use the blue pill to charge your sex life? Have you been thinking about trying the blue pill? What if we can promise you the same results for less than $3 a pill? If you're paying $20 a pill for the other pills, you're getting taken to the cleaners. Our pill delivers the exact same results for less than $3. We'll do the math for you. You'll save more than $16 a pill for the same results. Want more? We'll give you 40 blue pills or 40 yellow pills for $99 and add 4 more pills free. You save more than $500. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to know what to do next. You need to call and get your 44 pills for just $99. Stop overpaying for the other blue pills. Call us and start saving a ton of money for the exact same results. Ordering is fast and easy with your pills delivered to your door in a non-marked package. 800-223-0992. 800-223-0992. 800-223-0992. That's 800-223-0992.
Being a new parent means every high and low you can imagine. But Evos can make it all easier with a baby monitor you can trust. Go to myevos.com, that's MYEVOZ.com, to see how Evos can be the eyes and ears of your nursery. Evos works with your smartphone to provide a live audio and HD video connection to your baby anytime and anywhere. On a date, at work, away on business, even serving your country overseas, Evos helps you never miss a moment. Whether your baby is with a sitter, your partner, a grandparent, or a friend, you'll be right there too. And with unique features like smart alerts that know the difference between a barking dog and your baby crying, extensive sleep tracking data, and state-of-the-art security features for your peace of mind, Evos is the smart baby monitor for connected parents. And enter the code SPORTS at checkout for $20 off. That's myevos.com. MYEVOZ.com.
Attention business owners, now is the perfect time to start saving money on your cable TV bill for your business. We can give you packages with up to 90 great channels and save your business a ton of cash. And if you call right now, you can learn how to get free equipment and free installation. Now you have choices. It's time to start saving money on your cable TV bill for your business. And call today and get 90 channels plus free equipment and free installation. Smart business owners like you all across the country are consolidating and saving money on their cable TV, internet, and phone service for the business. So now's the perfect time. This may be a limited time offer to the first 100 people that call right now. So please save money and call now.
800-470-7113. 800-470-7113. 800-470-7113. That's 800-470-7113.
Oh, gosh. Fifth Street Sports. We're back Tuesday afternoon. Boy, I was just thinking about this break, just all of this cheating and everything that's going around in this country Now, let me ask you guys. By the way, we're on Sports Byline USA Radio Network and also on YouTube and Facebook streaming live. Guys, now does this? How far does this go? Like, does this get as high as some of the sports that we bet on? Is this going to affect us?
For the most part, I would say no, but I don't think it was involved in this indictment. But there was another one that involved the University of Pennsylvania and their basketball coach, Jerome Allen. Is that the name? Jerome Allen?
Yeah, I think he was 2-time Ivy Player of the Year back.
I remember
10,
him.
15
Yeah.
years ago. Yeah, he was just played the tournament. I think they actually won a game in the NCAA tournament while he was there.
Yeah, I remember him. So supposedly they were involved. So I guess to the extent that Ivy League men's basketball is something we bet on, I suppose that's about as close, from what we can tell, that's about as close as it gets. I think basketball, I mean, these guys are passing around duffel bags with $100,000. I don't think that they have time to deal with I don't think this involved major college basketball, and I seriously doubt football would be involved. I mean, let's face it, though the recruiting of those sports is so well documented. There's so many, jock sniffing weirdos that follow every possible recruit in college basketball, college football that would know if, young Wee Kim showed up on UCLA's depth chart for, incoming freshmen. They would know something's going on. So I would say the conventional sports are not touched. That's my take.
Gosh, well, I don't know what now, Rick. What do you feel about all this going on?
It's entertaining. I enjoy reading it, but I feel bad for really for all those people out there that didn't get in to these schools, because it really affects a lot of people who ended up not getting in because other people cheated their way in. So they're only allowed a certain amount of spots, and so Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but what do we do, guys, with these kids that are already admitted?
That's a great question.
That's a good
not
question.
Not only are they already admitted, but some of them have already graduated.
Oh, wow. Well, do you take their diploma back? I mean, do you do the Lance Armstrong, go home and take their trophies and diplomas away?
I don't think you could take the diplomas away. But it's an interesting ethical question. The ones that are already in, what do you do to them? I don't know. I mean, what if these kids have spent? I mean, these schools that they cheated to get into aren't cheap themselves. So what if these kids have already spent a couple $100,000 in tuition but haven't graduated?
Yeah, but now picture yourself. You're in one of these universities, and now you get disclosed. You get discovered that you're one of these that shouldn't be in there, and your parents did this. Do you walk around that school with like a scarlet letter? Like around the school with that shame face, and everybody's looking down at you like you were a cheater and a bad person?
Well, it's going to be really interesting. First of all, you can't kick the kids out now because no one's been convicted. These are simply charges. We don't even know that the kids were even involved. It could just be that their parent. I mean, what happens if a parent cheated to get their kid in, but the kid didn't? I mean, who am I kidding? The kid had to know. If they show up and somebody else took the SAT for them, they unless they're really dumb. Maybe that was the kid that they were trying to get into USC. Maybe that kid didn't know. But I would think that the kid probably knew. Man, what a question. I don't know. But have you noticed that the media has been very careful in not naming any of the kids' names today? And it's not that they're minors. These kids, you got to think they're all 18 by now. But we've got a lot of we have a lot of laws involving the privacy of students, the Buckley Amendment in particular. I suppose, I don't know. Well, I'm sure we'll find out more. And will there be a Kardashian involved, or do the Kardashians even go to college?
No
Kardashians. No Kardashians ever.
But believe it or not, those girls are more intelligent than what. Not the three sisters, but the daughters are more intelligent than what you think. But what I'm thinking about is these kids that are like already in the school that now this big discovery comes out, and everybody knows who they are. And the whole time for a year, 2 or 3 years, they've been playing along like they belong there. They're at fraternities, they're at parties, they're at all kinds of, like they belong to that college. And now it comes out that they have been a fraud. They have been cheating the whole time. They shouldn't even be there. Do their friends all of a sudden, like, there's going to be movies made about this where, like, friends ditch them and maybe beat them up, maybe treat them like crap. Everybody ignores them and shuns them. What about these students?
No one's going to beat them up. If anything, they're going to think that these kids probably will be. I don't know. I don't think I don't think there's any justice on the kid level. But I don't know. It's such a fascinating story. There was a cheating scandal. Do you remember there was a kid in Long Island that was really good at taking the SAT, and he got a ton of kids into elite schools. This was 60 Minutes did a story on him. It must have been 7-8 years ago. And if I remember correctly, all of those kids got to stay in the schools that he had gotten them into. They didn't toss them, but I suppose each school has its own decision to make.
Yeah, it does. Speaking of strange, okay, here's a very strange prop for you guys. They just came out with a new prop after Alex Rodriguez yesterday. And the prop is, by 2023, who will have more rings, Tom Brady or J-Lo? J-Lo's got 5 rings right now. Brady's got 6. Alex Rodriguez just gave her a $15 million ring.
Did you see what Jose Canseco said?
Yeah.
Did you see that story?
Yeah, I did.
Like, as soon as it's announced they're engaged, Jose Canseco goes on Twitter and says,
Alex,
sorry, Alex Rodriguez, J-Lo, Alex Rodriguez has been cheating on you with my ex-wife. And I have proof because one time I was with her and he called her when I was with her. And then he goes, if you don't believe me, here's my phone number. He meant to send a direct message to her, and he put his direct phone number on Twitter. So I think he's getting a lot of robocalls this week.
He is such a rat. He is such a rat. Why would he, even if that were true, why would he want to rat out Alex, They're both Spanish guys.
I think I remember back when Alex Rodriguez was early in his career, I think he actually did cheat, or his wife at the time, Jose Canseco's wife at the time, cheated with Alex Rodriguez.
Guys, we
was maybe early in his career.
We got an update here from YouTube. We're streaming live, youtube.com/Fifth Street Sports. This comes courtesy of Josie Cañada, and this is an update on their situation. Previously, a couple weeks ago, there was a book that they won an obscene amount of money at, and they finally got paid. So they said, newsflash from the Packer girls, we got paid. We settled for $35K in cash and $35K in Bitcoin. We are happy. Thank you guys for your advice and help.
Oh, you're welcome, Josie. All right, that's not bad. I mean, 107, you got 70 of 107. What is that? That's not a bad settle, Brian. But
no, that's not bad.
That's
Josie, couple more, maybe another year of winning at that rate, and you guys might be able to get into USC.
Well, they're in Wisconsin. I mean, I don't think Wisconsin's doing none of those shenanigans. You know what I mean? But
no, actually, UW is a great school. But that's funny. Back to the A-Rod story. So that is super weird because they're both, like you said, they're both South Florida guys. Maybe it's a Cuban Dominican thing though. That's the
No,
I think what it is
Cubans don't usually rat each other out. This Canseco's a real piece of crap. You know that?
Well,
Cubans
he's
don't
always
rat
had it
each
out
other
for A-Rod.
A-Rod's not Cuban.
No, but
Canseco
is. But Canseco's rats everybody out.
Yeah, but let's leave the Cubans, Dominicans out of this. I think this is strictly Canseco's always hated A-Rod for the fact that, like I said, he when he was young, he basically found out he was cheating with his wife. So he's always had it out for A-Rod.
But maybe he was like the Hulk Hogan. He liked to watch. Like Hulk Hogan and these guys, they used to like to bring in guys and watch. Maybe Jose liked a little fantasy.
It was well. It's possible, but this is going on behind his back. So maybe someone just watched him, but it wasn't Jose.
But I mean, come on, this guy has ratted out all of Major League Baseball. And as a matter of fact, my kids were from the Bay Area, right? I have from the Bash Brothers. I have a signed thing when he played with McGuire with Oakland. Signed the Bash Brothers, Canseco, and every McGuire. You guys can have it. I'm gonna mail it to one of you guys. Whoever, I'm gonna give it away. This Canseco's really
Maybe we
trying
can
to
give it to
rat
Billy
out.
Donlin.
Oh yeah, Billy
Donlin never collected
Billy,
a shirt.
you want a
so
Bash
maybe-
Brothers autograph thing? I'll show it to you the next time on the show. I'm bringing it.
Is there an acronym yet for J-Lo and A-Rod? Has anyone come up with a catchy phrase for them?
No, but I mean, they brought the ring on the. They showed the ring from Tiffany's yesterday. It was like a 15 or 16 karat Tiffany cut diamond, beautiful. He paid $15 million. I know the one Aflac gave her was a rose colored diamond. He paid $4.6 million. So this girl's got 5 rings now. Brady's got 6. Who do you think ends up with more rings?
And she still doesn't tip, right?
No.
Rumor she's a lousy tipper, right?
Guys, Andrew's telling us we got to take a break. We'll be right back. Fifth Street Sports. It's Talk You Can Bet On the next segment. Do not miss that. We got a pick in from Joey Casano. I'm sure Daniel Wage is going to come in, and we got great stuff. Back in 3.
Hey, it's Mom. Somebody forgot to thaw the chicken, so meet us at Chili's for 3 for $10. Oh, and congratulate your sister on her report card. It's not great, but this time she didn't try to hide it from us. Oh, and remember, tonight's your dad's goatee intervention. Love you. See you at Chili's.
Come in now for Chili's 3 for $10. Starter, entree, and drink for just $10. With entrees like hand-battered chicken crispers, and for a limited time, our mouth-watering sirloin steak topped with garlic butter. Together, we Chili's. Available at participating locations only.
My neighbors always ask me, hey Pete, how do you keep your yard so nice?
Pete makes it simple with a Scott's Turf Builder feeding program. It's the best way to get the yard you want all year long, guaranteed. All it takes is 4 easy feedings. Just once in early spring, late spring, summer, and fall. Providing nutrition and weed control to keep your lawn lush and green.
So, now you know my secret.
This is a Scott's Yard. Pick up a Scott's Turf Builder program today.
Attention to anyone that's written a book or wants to write a book. The process is not that complicated. Take a first step. Even if you write a page a day, you'll build momentum and your book will become a reality. The hard part is getting it published. That's when you need to call Page Publishing. They've got hundreds and hundreds of thank yous from different new authors, just like you. They make the process of publishing your new book and getting it sold online a simple process. You can learn how simple it is right now by calling for your free Page Publishing New Author Submission Kit. One quick 3-minute phone call, that's all it takes to get free information and learn how you can get your book published. Pick up your phone right now and call us 24 hours a day at this number. 800-603-0885. 800-603-0885. 800-603-0885. That's 800-603-0885.
Hey travelers, do you want to save money on your next flight? Then pick up the phone and call. That's right, call, because the best prices are not online. They're with SmartFares. See, SmartFares has special deals with the airlines. When they have unsold seats, they use SmartFares to fill them. So you get airline tickets at ridiculously low prices. Our prices are too low to publish online. With the extra money you'll save, you can book another trip or treat yourself to dinner or shopping. So stop searching all of those travel sites to find the lowest price on your next flight. Let one of our SmartFares expert travel agents find ridiculously low prices for you. Call SmartFares today and get the best price on your next flight. Guaranteed. Also, save up to 50% off business and first class tickets.
855-325-1780. 855-325-1780. That's 855-325-1780.
Okay, folks, we are back. This is Talk You Can Bet On, 5th Street Sports on Sports Byline USA Radio Network and also iHeart, streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. Okay, guys, before we get into some of the bets, because we have one from Joey, I'm sure we're going to come in with ours. Let's take a look at these brackets and who's still got to win that's on the bubble to get in.
Okay. Well, I think the most important game tonight is the Gonzaga-St. Mary's game. We all know Gonzaga's in, and Gonzaga's a lock of a number 1 seed, even if somehow they got upset tonight. But St. Mary's has been on the bubble pretty much all year, and I don't see them getting in the tournament at all unless they win this game. Even if they lose in overtime by a point, I still don't think they make the tournament. So their only shot to get in, even being the second best team in the West Coast Conference, is to win this game. And I don't see how they're going to win this game. As we know, Gonzaga is so good, and they're such a class above everyone else in that conference, and really above almost anyone else in the country. And so it's a tough line. I'm not going to make a prediction on the game, but in terms of winning, St. Mary's has no chance. But that's the one game tonight that I could see factoring in, NCAA tournament teams on the bubble. Everyone else, now we're talking about, there's 4 smaller conference tournament teams and tournament games. None of these teams that lose are going to make the tournament. So these are all, like one game for the whole thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's right. And there were 3 ACC games today, so 6 teams, but they're all pigs. None of them had a chance to get in. The 2 teams that won this morning, Miami and Notre Dame, still have more work. Oh, I guess what's the last game? Pitt and BC. Neither one of those teams is in. Yeah. What would Miami would Miami have to win out to win the entire tournament to get in, or what is their record?
Miami 100% would have to win the ACC tournament to get in. Even if they somehow made the final, they would be looking out. Maybe they'd make the NIT at that point, but yeah, any of these teams have to win the ACC tournament if they want to get in. And I don't know if the only time anything that's ever really happened was the 82 NC State team that, had to win the ACC tournament to make the tournament. And everyone knows their story because probably the greatest story in sports history. And they went on to win the NCAA tournament. So, sure. If Miami's going to make the tournament, they're going to have to win out. And that's going to take a lot of work because they have to beat all the Dukes and North Carolina's, Virginia's. So good luck. Good luck, Canes.
Good luck with that. Yeah. Even Virginia Tech tomorrow, I think it's the game they get. That'll be tough. Tomorrow will be a ton of bubble teams playing for their lives. That should be a really exciting day tomorrow. There'll be a bunch of those games. I know in the Big 12, you've got TCU, who looks like they probably need to win a game. Oklahoma as well needs to win to get in, and there'll be a ton of teams that are basically playing the equivalent of a playing game tomorrow.
Yeah, me and Brian were talking about this last night, Frank, about the Big 12 bubble. Brian thinks that 8 of the Big 10 Big 12 teams are going to be in there. I don't see that many, so I'd see maybe 6, possibly 7 at most. But Brian thinks Baylor, Texas, TCU, and Oklahoma are all going to get in. And I don't see how all of those get in. I have a hard time seeing 3 of those 4 get in.
So you think there's going to be 6 or 7 at-larges from the Big 12?
Oh, well, but remember, the Big 12 only has 10 teams. So there's going to be at least 7 of those 10 that get in and possibly 8. A lot of people lose sight of the fact that almost every objective metric that measures conferences has the Big 12 as the number 1 conference this year.
Brian, I'm going to pull this up. Rick, we got to start doing some testing around here. Come on, 8 teams from one conference in a 12 conference at large. I'm gonna let me do.
It's only 10. It's
only 10 teams. Only 10 teams. That's even more
worse.
Absurd.
Okay, let's see this Big 12. Let me see. I'm gonna. Wow.
Brian probably does have a little bit of prejudice towards the Big 12, but I do think they're going to get 6 for sure. 7, I think, is iffy, and 8, I don't see it happening.
I'm going to pull this up, and I'm going to eliminate 3 of them right during this show. I'm going to eliminate 3 of these for you. All right, So you don't have to get so excited about 8.
We can
squads
eliminate
that
West Virginia and Oklahoma State. So yeah, those two.
Yeah.
I think everyone knows that their only shot of making the tournament is to win the Big 12 tournament, which isn't going to happen.
Okay, let's take a look at this. Okay, Brian is predicting 7 or 8. He's getting carried away over here. Let me see. Okay, so Big 12.
It's not just me.
Let me see these records because, all right, we're going to go. All right, Texas Tech in 26-5. We'll give Kansas State, they're in. Kansas is in. So you really think a 19-12 Baylor, a 20-11 Iowa State, 16-15 Texas, 19-12 Oklahoma, and 19-12 TCU are all going to get at-larges?
Texas will need to win a game or two in the tournament. Texas has got the most work ahead of them. Absolutely. Texas' schedule, though, Texas might have had the toughest schedule in the country this year. Brutal schedule.
So the only two that you've eliminated is Oklahoma State and West Virginia, right?
That's correct.
And you really think that all these 19-12 squads are going to get in at large?
19-12, no problem in the Big 12. Oklahoma's in for sure, and they have a horrible record in the conference. It's not just me. I mean, if you look at the two biggest bracket experts, I hate to use that term because I don't really think there is such a thing, but Joe Laurinaitis at ESPN and Jerry Palm at CBS, I believe they both have 8 teams from the Big 12 in at the moment. But let's just say they only get 7. Okay, 7 out of 10, still pretty incredible. What I find fascinating is if you look at the seed, at the projected brackets, the highest seeded team of any team in the conference is the 3. Is Texas Tech with a 3, followed by Kansas State with a 4. I think it's pretty amazing that you would have supposedly the best conference in the country, and there's no 1 or 2 seed from that conference.
Well, how about this? Okay, I'm looking at this right now. Okay, Rick, tell me what kind of homer this guy is. Okay, over or under 6.5. I will give you if you go over 6.5. I'll come in here and you get 7 of these teams, and I'll do this show in a chicken suit next week. I'll do it in a thong and a chicken. If it goes under, you got to do it in a Speedo. There's no way 7 of these teams are getting in.
At the moment, ESPN has ACC with 9 teams. Now, keep in mind, the ACC's got a ridiculous number of teams. How many are in the ACC, Rick, if you include Notre Dame?
Oh, wait, there's
15 teams.
4,
15
6,
teams.
15.
Oh, yeah, 15, I believe. Yeah.
15.
That's right. Yeah, 15. Yeah.
15.
So they have ESPN has 8 from the Big 12 right now. I have to admit, it does sound pretty far-fetched. 8 out of 10.
So if Chris put up a line right now, 6.5, pick 'em -110, you would bet over?
I would.
Wow. How about you, Rick?
Well, I mean, only because I've been talking to Bry so much about this, and he's kind of convinced me that 7 are surely going to get in. If I didn't have Bry as a friend and I just had my own head, I would say under. I would go, but Bry's always in my ear, and he convinces you, so he's good at that. So I'd go over to 6.5, saying that 7 is probably going to happen, but 6 is a lock. I'm giving them a 6. I'm just not.
7's a lock.
I'm surely not convinced on 8.
Well, I mean, it's going to come down to these games, like you said, St. Mary's, Gonzaga. It's how many of these teams slip up in their championship game. Every time that happens, it takes away, a potential at-large team. Right now, ESPN, actually, they don't even have Texas as a bye. They have Texas as an 11 seed, not even playing a bye game. They have TCU playing in the play game in Dayton. So those are according to ESPN, those are the 2 that are the most iffy, are Texas and TCU.
I think that would be a great bet right now if you said how many teams from the Big 12 are going to get in, and you started at 4. So you put 4, the odds would probably be, let's say, 140 to 1. 5, you would probably say the odds are 8 to 1. 6, the odds are -175. 7, like plus 420, and 8, like plus 1,200. I don't know if all that adds up in the boxes, but they could have a nice prop like that. Wouldn't that be kind of a fun prop?
Actually, there's a website called Team Rankings that actually does that math. They'll actually tell you what the I guess that's like what is that? Rick, you are always a better math guy than me. Is that a Poisson distribution?
I don't remember
I
the
believe.
term.
Okay, so this is what they have as a let's see, they actually have the breakdown of how many teams get in. They have the two bottom teams. Like I said, it was Texas and Texas Christian. Actually, I don't have that. Well,
Don't worry about it.
but they need to win to get in.
Yeah.
I think they get 7 for sure.
Okay, fair enough. You guys, we only got 4 minutes. One pick I know for sure is Joey Casano's in on North Dakota State. Game 6-17, North Dakota State plus 3.5 from joeycasano.com. Rick, what do you have?
Wow.
Or Brian?
Okay. Since in college, let me jump in real quick because I was going to give that game out, and I didn't even realize Joey Casano was giving that game out. So I'm going to double up on Joey Casano's North Dakota State plus 3.5. I see it's already gotten hit a little bit, so some books are going to 3. But yeah, North Dakota State plus 3.5. I like that a lot in college. I'm also on game 6-12, Hofstra under 146. Higher scoring teams, conference championship, really high total. I like the under a lot here. So those are my 2 college games.
Okay.
Brian. I will. I'm going to go under in the Gonzaga St. Mary's conference championship as well. And I know it's we talk about conference unders a lot. This is the exception. The games played in New Orleans are typically over games, but I think when you get to the championship, and actually, I think these teams played a major under the last time they played this year at St. Mary's. I like under again.
Yeah. By the way, I wanted to clue in our viewers sometimes when we ask Brian on his picks and we ask him what do you like, and it looks like he's just looking around and guessing. He's not sure. He's very sure. What he's doing is right now he's spying and he's looking on really sharp accounts. So when he does that little hesitation, it's not because he's not sure. He's just double checking with really sharp accounts. Okay, so now
that's
true.
That's part of it. And I have a virtual chimpanzee who actually throws darts at a screen that our engineers have assembled. And I don't want to give away all the secrets, but that's part of it.
Thank you. Okay, Rick, we got to get into the NBA here real quick, brother.
Yeah, it's a light card. Well, it's 7 games tonight. I don't see anything that particularly stands out to me. There's a couple games that I've leaned to. I'll make them plays, but I'll keep them at a unit or a little bit less. And I'll give those plays, I think, after the break. I think the break's coming up in a minute. Am I right?
Yeah, they are. So Brian, that's interesting. I think they should have how many from a bracket goes in. ACC would be fun. A Big 12. Well, there's a lot you can't do because it's there's only going to be one. I mean, do you think that if St. Mary's lost this game in overtime to Gonzaga, they shouldn't get in over like the 8th team in the Big 12?
That would be a big resume point for them if they could get this game into overtime. Yeah. It's interesting. I'll have that. I'll see if I can find that math by the final segment.
All right, guys, we gotta take a break. We'll be right back. We're gonna wrap it up. Fifth Street Sports.
Where do you want to go on a vacation or honeymoon? The Caribbean, Europe, Hawaii, Mexico? How about Disney or a cruise? At Superior Cruise and Travel, we've got you covered. We'll assign you your own travel concierge. They'll help you design a custom vacation plan that you can't find online. And the service is completely free. You can't compare the value of this to any other online travel company. We can help you plan a custom vacation anywhere in the world. We even offer payment plans with no credit card required. Now you pay off your vacation on your time schedule. Call now and mention the promo code RADIO and save up to $500. Book your custom trip. Call Superior Cruise and Travel now and talk to one of the highest rated travel agencies in the country with a 5-star A+ online rating.
800-570-9631. 800-570-9631. 800-570-9631. That's 800-570-9631.
Remember in the beginning, when you first started to build a life for you and your family, you never imagined it would come to this. Instead of living your dreams, you're living with debt. In fact, it's smothering you. Now there's a way you can take back control with one simple call. If you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt, you qualify to receive a free, no-obligation consultation on how to get rid of that debt for good. Call the Debt Helpline now. We work on your behalf to reduce your debt. We specialize in credit cards, retail store cards, and medical bills. One simple call is all it takes to get the ball rolling to a debt-free life. Stop living with debt and start living your dreams. Call the Debt Helpline now.
800-957-6063. 800-957-6063. 800-957-6063. That's 800-957-6063.
Imagine this is your money and someone wants to take it from you. Who is it? The IRS. They want your money, and guess what? They can legally take it, all of it if they want. Remember, they sent you that letter that said, hey, you owe us a bunch of cash and we're going to take it from you. So what do? Fight back by letting our team of experts at the Tax Helpline work it out with the IRS so you can keep your money. And we're good at what we do. When you hire us, you get a team of guys on your side that know the IRS laws and will fight to save your money. So, if you owe the IRS a ton of cash and you want to keep it, call right now and learn for free how we can help you put it back in your pocket.
800-932-1749. 800-932-1749. 800-932-1749. That's 800-932-1749.
All right, folks, this is Fifth Street Sports. We're back. We're going to wrap up the show. We've got a lot of the plays in so far. Let me recap them really quick. Joey Casano on North Dakota State and Rick endorsing it. North Dakota State plus 3.5. That's game 617. 612. Hofstra under 146. Brian is coming in. Excuse me. That's 617 under 146. Brian is in on Gonzaga and St. Mary's under 139.5. All right, Rick, we got a couple minutes. You got any NBA leads?
We got Daniel Wages in with a pick as well, and it's actually Hofstra plus 2.
Okay, so Daniel Wages in on Hofstra plus 2. Thanks very much, Daniel. Red hot. We lost yesterday, but I think this guy's got to be 17-3. So there, take it from there, guys. What do we got, guys?
All right, let me give out two NBA plays real quick that I lean towards. Not huge plays, and maybe half-unit plays. First, I'm going to go with game 540, Bulls plus 1 at home against the Lakers. Lakers are a complete mess. Obviously, Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, both out for the year. LeBron's going to have his minutes limited from here on out. They're signing guys in the NBA D League to 10-day contracts. I like the Bulls here at home. It's pretty much a pick 'em. You should be able to get plus 1. And then I also like game 546. Clippers, back-to-back nights. They came out last night, a big winner over Boston. They're playing back-to-back at home tonight, so no traveling against Portland. They're actually kind of fighting with Portland for that 5 seed. They're a couple of games behind them. If they were to win this one, they'd only be 1 behind. And I think they're going to give them a really good game. So I'm going to take the 2.5 at home, game 546 Clippers plus 2.5. So my 2 NBA plays for the day.
How about you, Brian? You want to throw in anything?
I don't have any NBA tonight.
Well, do you have anything else we can make some money on?
I like the dog in the Gonzaga Santa Clara game. I like plus 14 on that.
So you like St. Mary's plus 14.5?
St. Mary's, sorry, right? St. Mary's. Yeah, I do. Yeah.
That seems like a lot. You know what I mean? That seems like a lot. Wow. Well, you guys, thank you. Great show. Tomorrow we're gonna have the rest of the week. We got a lot of good stuff. We appreciate you. This is Fifth Street Sports. We'll be back tomorrow, 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. We thank you, and we really appreciate you watching and listening. And we got the picks in from Daniel, Joey Casano, Florida Rick, Oklahoma Brian. This is Frank saying goodbye. See you tomorrow, Fifth Street Sports.
USA Radio News with Tim Berg.
British Prime Minister Theresa May's Brexit deal was handed another defeat in Parliament on Tuesday, despite her last-minute effort to secure concessions from EU leaders. Now, this is just weeks before Britain is set to leave the EU. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell says the Senate will vote on Thursday on the resolution blocking President Trump's declaration of a national emergency at the southern border.
It is no secret that the use of the national emergency law has generated a good deal of discussion, and we'll continue having those discussions.
At least 50 people are being charged in the largest college cheating scandal in U.S. history. That's according to U.S. federal prosecutors. So far, 33 parents have been indicted in the $25 million scheme where the parents paid bribes to get their children into elite universities. The ringleader of the entire operation is also set to plead guilty as well. This is USA Radio News.
Question, do you have a health insurance plan you are not happy with?